Well, how's everybody doing? Today we're going to be cutting some oak beams to go on the front of a, well, it's a back porch actually for a new home. So we're going to be out here playing on the sawmill a little today. Give me some time to spend with my pups and my main man here. May have some help show up a little bit later, but my useless brother-in-law was out here cleaning his logs up the other day, and he said they broke my forks. So they said they fixed them, but I doubt it. I haven't even looked at it to see what they did to it, but I see that he didn't bother to put them back on the skid steer for me. It's fine, Rook, you know, just use my stuff at your will, whatever. So I've got to get the bush hog off and put the forks on here and locate me some logs. I should fire his tree mech up and just start abusing it. Well, I may not be cutting anything. This thing won't run. Just puffing white smoke. Oh my gosh, it is always something. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it's not getting fuel or what. Any oil in it. Oh me, I guess I'll start with the fuel system, see what's going on with it. Alright, so I just got back from Napa. It seems like every time I go to Napa, they give me a different oil filter, or excuse me, a fuel filter for every piece of equipment I got. It's never the same. I don't know why. But if y'all remember the last videos of me working on this thing, I had a time with the fuel filter. What I had to do is finally rob O-rings and gaskets out of the old fuel filter that I took off to make this one work. Like I guarantee you this machine don't even have 10 hours on it since the last time that one was replaced, and it's already junk. But I'm going to put this one on there. Of course, it's a different number than that one, so we'll see what this does. Hopefully this will fix it. Alright, I'm going to try priming the fuel filter here. I tried just to let the pump do it, but I don't think it's going to do it. So we'll fill it up like that. Try that. I just cracked the injector line to see if I can get it to bleed out some. this is starting to really piss me off. Alright, so I took the old seal off. The filter I just took off. I put one of the seals from the old filter back on it. See if it's still sucking air. Let me prime it back up. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fuel line off, go into the pump, and make sure this thing is even pumping. Alright, I got Karley in the skid steer. She's going to try to help me out here. Alright, go ahead. Now see, I'm not getting any fuel. Very little. Alright, turn it off and then back on. See, I'm not pushing any fuel at all. All right, you can turn it off.
Distraction.
Look, now the culprit who caused all this shows up.
Hey, I'm here to help you, help stuff.
I see that. You helping me all the time. So I'm saying the hell with this thing right now. We're gonna have to go to Cat in the morning and get the correct filter. I think that's all it is. But
I'm no help.
are we gonna run the sawmill today, or we're gonna skid steer?
Sawmill, because you're done with this skid steer. It's making you really ill.
I think Rook owes me an Avant to load my sawmill with.
You can have it, man.
All right, so I guess Rook felt bad, and that's why he's here. He had to come give me the key for the Avant. I haven't showed this thing. This thing's a hoss. He got a new one. Turn it off. So you got rid of the, what is it, 528, and you got an 860. This thing is
big.
A hoss.
Dude, it's the biggest one they make. And a lot of guys that are, the guys that I watch running them, one of the guys that Rion Rounds on YouTube, he runs duals on the front, and man, it's like you can pick up some big stuff. Yeah. Imagine having duals on this thing. You can pick up some big trees.
This is the same that was on the other one, wasn't it?
Yeah, their attachments, I think from a 528 can run from the 860 down or whatever. Their plates.
I was about to say, is that can it handle this machine? Yes, it can.
Yeah, I mean.
What I didn't like about the 5, whatever it was the open and close. Is it the same on this, or is it?
It's the same.
Can they not set that different?
Yeah, I think you can, because what I would like to have is rotate left, rotate right, open, close grapple. So this one you can do your arm out, in and out here. So this is a little this little button that it wasn't on mine, but this is the same handle that was on mine. Mine was only 2 years old, but on this one you still got to put the on. I think it's just part of the way the grapple's designed. Is this is what's sending the power to say, hey, convert it up there as far as rotate and open and close.
Yeah. Well, it just, when you hit open and close, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have like a proportion.
Yeah,
you know,
a little slower.
You can control how much you're opening and closing.
Yeah. It comes with a, this one is just like on the invoice comes with a bucket, so we can just scoop mulch around and stuff. Look at this bucket.
Oh, you didn't get a...
man, put your cooler in there, some beers, some water.
Yeah, a whole damn foil.
Yeah, 4 or 5
a whole 4 apple beer.
Yeah.
Cotton Top be using that for his cooler.
Yes, right.
So that's the only attachment you got right now? You ain't got a bucket or a grapple?
It's going to come with a bucket. I let the grapple bucket go with the other one. They told me on trade-in they were going to give me 30 grand for it, and I was like, I can sell it to somebody for 35, 40 grand easily.
Yeah.
And so there's a guy who was there, and he's like, you know, what you take for it? I said, I was dumb and said 35. He kind of jumped on it. I should have said 38, 39 on it.
So was this one new?
Yeah, this is brand new. That's 4. I put 3 hours on it. I had 1 when I got it.
Did you order it?
No, it came in. A golf course in Memphis ordered it, and then when it came in, they said that it wasn't in their budget no more, or they couldn't do it.
Oh. So it was just sitting there.
And so.
Oh, you seen it when you went to the
demo
cookout or whatever.
Yeah, they had a cookout demo deal.
Yeah, they don't invite people who have Caterpillar. It's the Bobcat dealer just right down the road. They don't.
Ain't 2 miles to the woods.
They don't like me because I don't buy from them.
Well, I've only bought
The salesman,
2 attachments from them so
if the
far.
salesman would learn how to answer his phone, you know, he probably could have had all of my business, but he didn't like answering the phone. All right, we're gonna have a change of plans. I'm gonna cut stack sticks instead of the beams because that's the only attachment he's got, and I'll explain why I can't cut the beams using that. That's a pretty good sized log. It's 11 feet long. It's 11 feet long and 26 inches. Pretty hefty log. All right, we got her cut to length. Sounds rough. All right, so what I'm cutting is what I call stack sticks. Of course, I don't have anything laying around. Right there is a somewhat of one. Basically, there are 3x2. Oh, I got sawdust in my eye. There are 3x2, 40 inches long, and there's a company here in town called Reed's Metals. Of course, they sell metal, and what they do is they use those stack sticks to stick in between their stacks of 10, and it's dunnage is all it is. So like I said, I was going to cut 10x10 porch posts, but I'm afraid with that grapple that's on Rookie's machine, once I get kind of a finished product and we go to get it off the mill, it's going to bite into it too much and cause I don't want it to look rough. When I'm cutting stuff like that, I want it to be as clean and smooth as possible. So anyway, I'll have to do that another day. But anyway, I've got an 18 by 16 cant here. So basically that'll give me an even number. So it's maybe a little hard to explain because I'm not the best at explaining things, but it's 16 tall. I could cut 3 inches. No, I couldn't cut 3 out of that. Since it's 16, I will get my 2-inch dimensions that way, and if it's 18 inches wide, I'll get my 3-inch dimension that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it up one more time to get my 3-inch cuts first, and then I will measure out my lengths, cut it with a chainsaw that way first, and then I will cut my 2 inches. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and it makes it really easy to unload and start stacking them. So let me flip it up and get it cut 3 inches. Well, y'all, I was trying to cut, but this
is more fun.
You're trying hard, ain't you?
So hard.
You're trying to make me put a ring on it.
My hand's looking really empty.
All right, so Karley showed up with beer and pizza, so I had to take a break. I'm about full now, and I really just want to go lay down. I got to get something done. So let me finish cutting this up, and I'll explain how I do this. All right, so I got my 3 inches cut. So what I'm gonna do, come right here, my tape measure. It's gotta be at least 40 inches. What I do is I usually make them about 40 and a half. That way it'll make up for the saw cut. Mark two of them that way to give me kind of, they don't have to be exact. So the next one I'll go 80. Go 80 and a 81. And that should give me at least a 40-inch on the end. Yeah, it's actually way longer than 40. So what I'll do is I'll take this right here. Give me a straight edge. Find my mark. Make me a straight edge there to kind of follow with the chainsaw. I can make these a little bit longer. Now let me cut that with a chainsaw and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so now I got my saw cut. So basically when I come down here and I cut 2 inches here and I cut all the way through that to my saw line, that gives me a 2x3 stack stick. Fire the sawmill up and I'll show you. Alright, so what we got here is a 2x3 stack stick. If they got a little bit of wane like that on them, they're fine. If they got something like that on them, I just throw them away. I don't worry about trying to cut all that stuff out because it's not worth taking the time to, and sometimes you may waste 1 or 2 sticks if you try to cut all that out, so we don't really worry about that. Just throw them away because time is money on these things. I charge like 95 cents for one of them, so this log will be worth, help me math here.
How many can you get out of it?
If there's, we're not gonna worry about throwing them away. We're just gonna say count all of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
There's 6 wide by, it'll be 2, 4, 6. Is it 16 tall? So that'd be 8.
16
If they're
times 6.
divided by 2,
Hold on.
that'd be 8.
You said 16 times 6
Don't worry about what I said.
divided by 2 times 0.95.
Okay, we're
I'm not Rain Man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6 wide by 8 tall. So 6
Okay.
times 8 is
48.
48 times 3.
48 times 3 would
Yeah.
be 146.
Hold on. 48 times 3. That's 144.
Oh, 2 off.
So 144 times 0.95. This log is worth $136.80.
I swear I was going to say 136. I swear.
Yeah,
I swear.
sure you was. So a lot of people is probably going to ask me, well, why don't you save those logs you're burning on the clearing job you're doing right now? Well, the answer to that is these logs turn out way more lumber. I would have the same amount of setup time and cut time as it would take me to cut a smaller log than it does a bigger log like this. So they're not worth me handling. Does that make sense?
Big logs only.
Big logs on.
He likes big wood.
Alright, so that's basically how we do the stack sticks. And some of them's a little bit longer than the other. As long as they're over 40 inches, it don't matter.
Watch this, Chat Belly.
So we're going to try to cut one more log, but let's go over here and see what the idiot brother-in-law of mine's doing. Your brother-in-law. Oh look, he's cleaning up his mess for once. Hey Cotton Top, I'm glad you talked to your boy. Watch him burn all my good logs. What'd you say?
If y'all want to watch this awesomeness, you got to go to Worx Trees and subscribe. Help a brother out. I'm going to make some good videos.
Yeah, that never puts out a video.
Once a month. I want them to be waiting for it. It's like the Game of Thrones or something, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get like that, you know, something real special that you really want to see, baby.
I want my 2 cents on the thumbnails.
The
I helped you on the thumbnails.
I know. Hey, hey, we got one we'll work on here in a minute. I got my iPad charging. You bring that to me? So she brought both of us a beer. She is
I'll
hired.
go get you another one.
Man, she is hired. She got her mud boots on. And she got her
Wait.
shirt and mud boots on.
You just
She's
gave
ready.
him my beer.
I'm going back to get you
Hey,
one
that's a
though.
good woman. You shut up, Lindsay. You be quiet. She's a good woman.
I tell you what.
Go read the comments of his last video.
Yeah.
They be letting him know.
Yeah.
I told Cotton Top the other day, I said, he done showed up, took my brother-in-law, took my girlfriend, and if he takes my dogs, I'm done.
Done. Dig you a shallow grave. We got the machines to do it though.
Oh, no crank.
Hook me up a sling to
Are
that.
you throwing away my good logs?
No, son. I'm grabbing the junk out. And the only thing that's good over here is about 1, 2, 3.
This is how you pay your debt from screwing up my skid steer and
I gotta go buy parts
making
tomorrow.
my place look like junk.
I'm gonna take your machine to Cat tomorrow because you won't. But you won't put that on the video.
Look, all them good logs you burning up.
Oh, this one's
Everybody always telling me all I do is waste and burn logs, and look at you.
Lindsay, you're setting a bad example. It won't crank. Crank here, not a crank.
She did bring me a beer, y'all. What? Yeah, he'll save junk like that. Throw all my good ones away. Ain't that something gonna reach on out there? You need to grease his boom, don't it?
It feels like some kind of sea creature. Take care of that thing like you take care of it.
No, mine doesn't get greased.
Save that one. What do you say?
When he hauled it, they told him all that squeaking was because it was just new and needed to be worked out. He said, so I guess it's just still new.
He won't take care of my stuff, but he won't take care of his own stuff.
That's so much stuff. That's so not true, Lindsay.
You want to park it right where you can't grease it.
I didn't realize.
You got 86 acres here, and you want to park it right on top of a log.
Well, my brother-in-law wanting to clear out my 40 acres. I can work on
It's
it.
got to be these booms right here. That's,
What? What?
can you grease the slides?
You're, yes. So I put boom lube, Scaffer's boom lube there, but you don't. You only grease right here where the little poly things rub. You don't grease the whole boom. You just,
Yeah.
I mean, I wipe it down like WD-40. Here's the thing about this, Lindsay.
I know it's gonna.
It ain't a problem if you need to move it.
Oh my gosh. You crank it from your hip.
Yeah, on this remote. Shut it off and crank it, idle it up.
Does it have to be running for you to run that?
No, you just have to have the key on.
Okay.
Yeah. You just have to, I mean, yeah, it's got to be running to run it. It's hydraulic.
That might have been a dumb question.
Yeah, it's got to be running to run it.
Well, I meant, does the truck have to be running for this to run?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's run off a hydraulic pump off the transmission.
That was a question answered for the female viewers.
I don't know what's squeaking. It's somewhere here. I'm assuming it's running the boom. That one said it was full. Yeah. Come on. assuming it's
You
this
get that
rainbow.
one?
Do what?
Get that one. No, that one ain't had no grease since you bought it.
That's the one that's green. That's the one that's leaking. That's the one that's making a noise. She got a few squirts then. Think it's gonna run good now?
Doubt it.
I'm gonna find out.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end that one here. This was just kind of a lazy Sunday. I needed to cut a little bit of stack sticks. I really need to cut one more log, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna go get on the machine and work on the pine clearing job some more. I should be able to get a lot of it knocked out tomorrow if it don't rain a lot this evening, but who knows. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.